We will be discussing media misrepresentation and underrepresentation of disabled people and how correcting the balance through the media will change the future of television. The depiction of disability plays a vital role in shaping public perception, which directly impacts how disabled people are treated in society. Articles and stories featuring disabled people often fall into one of two categories. Firstly, as the victim, depicted as sick and desperate, in need of a cure to function and be happy. In these stories, the characters' disabilities are miraculously cured and they're able to live a normal life, living happily ever after. The second is the other end of the spectrum, where they're depicted as having heroic qualities. The disabled characters are depicted as extraordinary individuals when completing everyday activities despite their disability, considering news headlines using the word inspirational and brave to describe disabled individuals' achievements, which would be within normal expectations. It might be a great personal achievement, but the use of this as exaggerated language sends the message that people with disabilities are not expected to achieve, and when they do, they are particularly exceptional individuals. This can be patronising and focuses on the person's impairment rather than the individual's abilities. It is important that they are represented in the correct way, as they are vulnerable members of our society and easily targeted. One such incident where a person with Down syndrome was misrepresented in the media was in 2015, when a video of a man with Down syndrome saying the word breakfast went viral. The video originated in 2007 when the Shoot Your Mouth Off Slim's YouTube channel uploaded a video entitled Nuts About Pudding, featuring a comedy sketch regarding healthy eating. In the video, a devil character tempts the protagonist to eat a dish named Judgment Day for breakfast. This video went viral after being shared and edited by Reddit users Serio. He uploaded an isolated clip of the man with Down syndrome saying breakfast. Many people remixed and edited the clip. While most laugh at the video and think it's funny, for the person involved, it most definitely is not. For many people with Down syndrome, speech and pronunciation can be very difficult, with most having to undergo speech and language therapy from a very early age. To make fun of this is completely out of order, and coming from a personal point of view, I have a brother with Down syndrome, and having seen the video, I found it very upsetting. In other instances, people with Down syndrome have been given more of a voice in the media. And one such example of this is when in 2017, YouTube channel Core Down made a YouTube video entitled Not Special Needs. In the video, a girl with Down syndrome, along with other young adults with Down syndrome, tried to explain that a person with Down syndrome's needs are not special. They need more education and job opportunities, but what's special about that? Their needs are human needs, not special ones. This campaign allowed people with Down syndrome a voice.
It would be special if people with Down syndrome needed to eat dinosaur eggs. That would be special.
One dinosaur egg. Enjoy.
You were totally right about when.
That would be special. But what we really need is education, jobs, and opportunities, friends, and some love, just like everybody else. Are these needs special?
Misrepresentation leads to the assumptions and a belief in false stereotypes. People with the same disability classification will exhibit different aspects of the disability. One person may have been totally deaf from birth and be unable to communicate, whilst others may have varying degrees of hearing impairments and ability to communicate. When the media represents a disability in a stereotypical way, this range of ability within the disability is not understood or appreciated. Why exaggerate? Media theorist Andy Medhurst wrote, "We use stereotyping as shorthand for identification. However, it is often an extreme one. It is an easier way for the audience to recognise and understand a character when the stereotypical elements are in place. The blind person with the white cane and the black glasses and a faithful guide dog." A second media theorist, Tessa Perkins, believes stereotyping has elements of truth, but these are often distorted for entertainment purposes, so the blind person's white stick or faithful guide dog, whilst necessary to the individual, can be exploited and distorted for the purpose of the audience. In 2016, Channel 4 held a competition which Mars Chocolate UK won, their tagline being, "Look on the lighter side of disability." It was deemed a bold and creative idea which puts disability and diversity at the heart of their campaign. 3 adverts were aired during its coverage of the Paralympics opening ceremony, causing controversy. The adverts broke away from the victim and heroic stereotype, using real disabled actors, showing them as real people in real-life situations. The new boyfriend ad sparked the most outrage. A young woman in the park with her friends telling them about her new boyfriend. She explains they were getting intimate before she had an untimely spasm, claiming wickedly that her boyfriend wasn't complaining, gesturing with the Maltese's bag that he ejaculated as a result. This advert received 2 million YouTube hits within the first 24 hours, more than doubling Maltese's original 1 million target. There were 92 complaints mainly aimed at this particular advert, claiming it was overly sexual and offensive. Maltesers comment on the complaints, saying that they found the conversation between the women to be light-hearted and didn't think it would cause serious or widespread offence. Maltesers' ads with the disabled actors made me feel queasy, but at least they're trying. In the article, she states it is important for these adverts to highlight an interesting truth, but they are very much focused on the impairment of the individual and the disability being a cause of a problem. The new Maltesers ad made me cry, happy tears. She was happy to see the ad titled New Boyfriend, as she herself has a disability and has spent several years hating her own sexuality because of stigma, yet the Malteser advert changed that. Emily claims, "I've been waiting my entire life for something to say that it's okay to laugh at yourself. It's okay to be sexual." Maltesers just did that in 30 seconds. Current media representation of people with disabilities remains inadequate. However, there is clear evidence that there is a movement to address the issue, and through media a change is coming. We need to integrate people with disabilities into our society and not have them feel like outcasts. By putting real actors with disabilities in front of the camera, showing them alongside their able-bodied counterparts, sharing the same conversations about the same subjects as every other person in society. The goal is to see companies simply showing that in their adverts without having to pinpoint that disability is the main aspect. This is very important in relation to the future of television, as the more we see authentic portrayals of disability, the more people will adopt a healthier attitude and in time will change how people treat those with disabilities.